You think resilience means enduring hardship. You believe adaptability is just a buzzword. But what if sticking to your norms could lead to failure? What if survival in a changing world demanded a new perspective? Greenland's medieval Norse settlers faced this reality. Their story teaches us how ingenuity and adaptation can fight the toughest challenges, and why rigid traditions might not always save us. All right, buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into one of history's coldest, literally, dramas, the rise and fall of the Norse settlements in Greenland. Picture it, it's the late 10th century, and Erik the Red, a guy with anger management issues, he was exiled for accidentally killing someone, decides to turn a bad situation into a marketing campaign. He stumbles upon an icy wasteland and goes, "Let's call it Greenland. Sounds cozy, right? People will totally want to move here." And guess what? It worked. By around 985 CE, Erik convinced a bunch of Norse folks to settle there, founding two major hubs, the eastern settlement, near modern Qaqortoq, and the western settlement further north. Don't think bustling medieval metropolises, though. We're talking small clusters of farms with maybe 3,000 people at their peak, raising sheep, goats, and cattle while battling a short growing season, thin soil, and a climate that swung between kinda warmish and oops, everything's frozen again. Now let's talk trade, because that was the lifeline for these frosty farmers. They shipped out walrus ivory, seal skins, and narwhal tusks, aka medieval flex material for European elites, and imported iron tools, timber, and other essentials they couldn't make themselves. But here's the kicker, trade wasn't exactly Amazon Prime fast. One bad storm or political drama back in Europe, and Greenland's supply chain was toast. Meanwhile, around the 13th century, the Inuit, Thule people, rolled into town. These Arctic survival pros had the whole living in the freezing tundra thing down to a science. Kayaks, dog sleds, hunting techniques, the works. Did the Norse learn from them? Maybe a bit. Did they get along? Well, let's just say it wasn't all kumbaya moments around the campfire. The Inuit thrived while the Norse eventually vanished, leaving behind lots of unanswered questions. And then came the Little Ice Age, a global cooling event that hit Greenland harder than your ex ghosting you on social media. Suddenly, farming was a joke, sea ice made trading even harder, and the Norse were stuck. But instead of adapting, they doubled down on their European ways, raising livestock, building churches, paying tithes, and basically ignoring the whole "you're in the Arctic now, maybe adjust" memo. To make things worse, demand for walrus ivory tanked in Europe because elephant ivory was now so in. Without their main export, Greenland's economy flatlined. By the 15th century, the settlements were abandoned. Whether they left gradually or died out from famine, conflict, or just sheer stubbornness remains a mystery. But the Inuit carried on, proving adaptability wins every time. What we know today about the Norse comes from a mix of written sagas and archaeological digs. The ruins of farms, churches, and cemeteries tell a story of resilience, ingenuity, and, yes, some really bad decisions. The artifacts they left behind, tools, pottery, even clothing, offer a window into their lives. And here's the takeaway. Their story is a cautionary tale about clinging to traditions when the world around you is shouting, "Change or perish." I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. What do you think ultimately caused the Norse to disappear from Greenland? Was it bad luck, bad decisions, or just nature being nature? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.